Crafty Lady Etta. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a special project. Now, if you like what you see, please comment below, tap that notification bell so you can be notified for any upcoming videos. Okay, let's get started. Bye. Hi DIYers, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Crafty Lady Etta. Today we're going to be doing a gnome, a Christmas gnome. Okay, I know it's a little bit early for Christmas, but I thought it'd be fun doing something early. I'm thinking all this week I'm probably going to be doing some Christmas projects and a few Thanksgiving projects. Okay, so this one will be a little gnome with a hat and some Christmas lights. So as you can see, I went ahead and did the rock. I put gesso on it to save time. So what we're going to do is we're going to draw our gnome. And you could draw this gnome again on anything. There's really no specific way of doing it. And it's very simple to do. This is going to be his beard, so okay, I'm going to go ahead and paint his beard. Now, with a very fine tip brush, like this one's a number 0, very thin. I'm gonna just kind of go in here with a little bit of white. Okay, now you're going to add I've already added white. Now go ahead and add a little bit of black. Not too much. Your little gnome that you're doing, I would love to see you send me a picture of it. You can send it at craftyladyetta@gmail.com. I would love to see a picture of your gnome. You know, you can do this gnome on any type of a flat surface. Paper, canvas, a rock, anything with a flat surface. I'm going to use this sponge. This is a flat round sponge, just to kind of take away some of the brush strokes. It gives it a little bit smoother. I'm going to end up putting another coat of blue. I'm putting a couple of layers of blue, but you know what? I wanted the color blue to be a little darker, so I added a little bit of black, mixed a little black in there, so it'll be a little darker and not so blue. Again, you want to get rid of some of these brush strokes. See the brush strokes? Just tap it a little bit with a sponge, and it'll give it a little bit more of a softer look. Okay, now with a very tiny little brush, you're going to get some white. You're just going to put some little dotted lines along his hat. Remember, this is just an old hat. It does not have to be perfect. This is his favorite hat, his little tattered hat. So I'm just putting some white little stitches along his hat. I'm going to be making him a snowflake. Now I'm just going over, I don't know if you can see this. I dabbed a little bit of white with this, dry, not wet, don't put no water on it. Just dab it a little just to give it some texture and outline your hat. Okay, now with this same sponge, you're going to dab it in white because we're going to make the little ball on the edge of his hat. Then you're going to get a very thin little brush and you're just going to kind of spread it around to make it look like the fur ball. It doesn't have to be perfect, just don't dip it in water. And now, I just mixed white with more white than with a little bit of red to give them a pink color. It's cold out, so I'm going to give them a little bit of a pink nose. Remember, try to put it on dry. Don't dip it in water. Okay, now we're going to draw him some mittens. I used kind of like one with black with a little bit of red mixed in. You're going to make one glove coming up like this because he's going to be holding some holiday lights. I'm going to put a little bit of a thick coat so it'll stand out. You can make your gloves any color you want, just as long as they stand out. You can make them red, And then you want to make another one with his hands coming down. It's going to be holding the lights, okay? Okay, make sure you get enough paint on there that it'll cover up the beard. Okay, with your green, you're going to draw some holiday lights. Okay, put a couple of layers of green, especially if it's not like the really good quality paint. It's just a crafter's paint. Sometimes you have to put on like 2 or 3 layers. Okay, now once you do this, you want to do little squares of green because that you're going to do little lights. They don't have to be perfect. Just make sure that they're separated. Okay. I just kind of spread the little green around. These are going to be little light bulbs, the stem of the bulb. Now the lights are not going to be connected or anything. Okay, now I'm going to just use a little Mandela tool. One of these, the Mandela dot tool, to just put the light bulbs. I'm going to use the regular colors that I grew up with, like red, yellow. Okay, you want to make sure you let this dry pretty well. Has to dry very well before you can put a clear coat over it, okay? So I'll do that. Okay, now I'm going to add in some little boots down here at the bottom. Now I'm just adding some little holiday boots down here at the bottom. In a minute, I'm going to add a little bit of shimmer to his lights. I kind of outlined his gloves a little bit to give it so it could stand out a little bit. And this, I'm just going to kind of like, it's a little bit, you could see that it's his hat. Okay, now you're going to get some white and add a little bit of white to the light to make it look like it shines. Just a little, not too much. Now I'm just using the white to just touch up make this a little bit more white, because this was just a primer. Don't make the mistake I did. Paint it white before you start painting the gnome on here. I made that mistake. And now I'm just going to outline his gloves in gold so it'll stand out a little bit. Okay, all done. I went ahead and put some clear resin on it to make it shine and to keep the paint from smearing, preserve the paint. So there you go, there's your gnome. Until next week, bye.